Welcome back to everyone's favorite general topic conversation, the To Be Continued podcast. This is a special bonus edition. We're wrapping up season 2 of our podcast. We're just kind of going through and want to talk a little bit about it, give you guys a little bit of that inside scoop behind the scene. As usual, I'm your host, Troy, with my co-host, Mr. D&D Adventure himself, Cannon.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a long season so far, and here we are at the end of it, wrapping it up, and we can't wait to just let you know some of our thoughts and process going into it and what's going to be happening, possibly going into the future. So stay tuned and enjoy.
So, for those who don't know, obviously this is our first podcast. We haven't promoted anything else.
This is our first.
Other than my Petit Regal Bakery, which is kind of like my main side hustle there. But, we really want to do this thing. We've been talking about it for a year, and I'm really glad we've even filmed a whole season so far. I mean, I remember when we were sitting down, season 1, the kind of pre-season sort of thing, or just like the three of us in the basement. I'm like, guys, I got an idea. I think we should shoot a podcast.
Yeah, I am also very glad. I was not very on board with it in the beginning. I was like, this will be whatever. But, going throughout the entire season, just sitting here talking, getting the things out of my mind has been very relaxing, very calming, and just improving on just my general social skills, which has been real nice. So I'm glad to have you listeners out there, a couple of y'all out there.
I mean, we're working on it. We're working on it. We've seen some things start to get some traction towards the end of the season here, and we're going to start pursuing those. So it's going to be like, I want to say more of a throwback where we're a little bit more successful. We'll come back to this episode and be like, man, remember those days when we were just like shooting clips and nobody's listening?
Yeah, this is like I said, this is a good trial season, just to see how it goes, just to understand kind of. I've learned a lot about varying software programs and things that I've had to use just to help produce the show in a sense for the varying editing things. So this has just been a lot of cool things to learn, and has helped me motivate myself into doing more things outside of it that I was kind of putting to the side and such. So it's been real enjoyable in that end, at least.
I think for sure when we started, it seemed like a lot, but because we've just been, doing whatever felt natural, it's like, this works, we're just going to go from here. I think that's the best way to learn how to do this sort of thing. If we had sat down and be like, we have to learn this program on recording audio so it doesn't seem like shit, or we have to launch 8 different social platforms, Patreon, Twitter, YouTube, now Instagram and TikTok, they may not all be successful right now, but that would have seemed like a lot to do on day one. It's a good thing that we kind of sprinkled that throughout the whole season.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It was a great idea. I mean, especially since I'm not big on the social media thing, I've learned more about social media and all of that, so that's been really nice. So just learning a bunch of things that I kind of put to the side and kind of like, oh, this is actually easier than I thought it was back then. It's now going forward, I'm like, okay, we can manage this, doing YouTube and conversions and all that shit, and learning more about analytics and the varying algorithm that different social media uses has been daunting, but totally rewarding.
And I feel like it's actually a really good thing to do it this way. I listened to Rhett and Link talk about their past 10 years of Good Mythical Morning, and it sounds honestly exactly like what we're doing in the beginning. There's all right, what can we film today? We're gonna take this topic, we're gonna talk about it, but we're gonna go and look at those analytics, see who's listening to what, if anything's going viral. All right, how do we take that, how do we make that into another episode, 2 episodes? What are people really latching on to? And I think that's just the beginning of something great. Every time when you come through and you say, hey, this is what I enjoy doing, but I'm also going to take just a little bit of that business part of it and just be like, let's push it a little bit in this direction, right? We're doing 10 episodes for this season. This is our bonus 11th episode, and man, it's been a journey. I think it's been what, 3 months, 4 months at this point.
Yeah, it's like a good 4 months. Yeah, it's been a good amount of time and such, and I am glad that we were able to, out there the season's complete. Go listen to the entire season on the Patreon or YouTube, and check us out on the Twitter, all that. You know the deal.
Yeah, we put in a lot of places hoping to find some audience. So if you don't listen to us on Anchor, Spotify, there's always YouTube. We're putting clips up on Instagram, TikTok now. You can tweet at us. You can subscribe to our Patreon. We appreciate any support.
Yeah, but it's been a while, and it's been fun the whole time. So I'm looking forward to us continuing to work on things, and we're glad you're able to get this like you said, this special kind of recap episode, this sort of behind the scenes. I wouldn't call it a flashback, but there's definitely remember when feeling to it.
This is a flashback inside of a flashback. In season 3, we're going to be looking back at season 2.
Yeah, we're going to look back on season 2 at this recap. Like, remember when we did that recap episode? Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do a flash forward here and see how successful we are. All right, now we're back. I'm just kidding on that one.
Oh, man. That would be cool, though.
But, I will say that the one platform we're not on Apple, it's not our fault. Like, we've tried. We put in like at least a good solid 2 hours.
Yeah. And I've tried on multiple occasions, like throughout the weeks after we were like, yeah, let's get on like Apple Podcasts and stuff. And I was like, all right. And it like didn't work. And I was like, I'll try again the next day. And I was like, still not working. And I tried like every week since, and it just isn't registering that we're verified or anything.
Yeah, we have no idea what we're doing wrong. We activated our account. We added like a credit card, like all the information that it says we need to do. We've done that, and it's like, nope, your account's not active yet. And we're just like, okay, I guess we're just not going to be on Apple.
So yeah, hopefully something will happen throughout these next couple months in between seasons 2 and 3, and we'll figure it out. And if not, then that's on Apple. I'll call myself if I have to. I'll throw down. We'll do whatever it takes. We'll get on Apple for y'all on the I side of things.
I kind of want to go back and talk a little bit about our titles and what was our favorite part about this season, because obviously we had a lot of fun with it. We changed some things in the beginning. I think our titles actually got a little bit better over time. In the beginning, we did the Apocalyptic Scrambler, 25% off, not including tax.
Very long title.
It's a very long title. It's kind of, I don't even know if it tells exactly what we're talking about in the episode. But
our titling like format, especially in the beginning, what it was sort of, what did we talk about for like a good 5 to 10 minutes in order of how it occurred throughout the entire episode, and that was too much.
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time, and I still kind of like it as like the OG sort of thing.
Yeah.
But obviously, like our new titles, Straight Talk Christmas Socks, Everyone Produces Bad Shows, Vegan Fitness Dad for Hire. I feel like they just roll off the tongue a little bit more. They're a little bit more interesting just from the get-go.
Yeah, they sound a little bit better and stuff, and that's just one of those things. Once again, it's a learning curve, and we adapted sort of an easier scheme to enjoy, so that they sound more fun when you read them and such, and they're a bit more appealing. And I mean, we like them. They still sort of explain a bit about the episode, and it gets the job done.
The other thing, though, as we got our titles shorter, though, our descriptions got much longer. And, I don't think we're ever going to stop doing this, because this is probably my favorite part of the podcast, is just writing a completely random description that, kind of describes it, but
yeah,
not really at the same time.
It's like, hey, well, this sort of pertains to the title, but doesn't really explain what the episode's about. I don't know what I'm about to listen to.
I mean, it's one of those things where we want to have fun with it, and We hope this kind of like an Easter egg for anyone who actually listens to our podcast. They come through and just read the description every week, just to kind of like get a little bit of the joy and comedy in their life.
Yeah, don't listen to the episode. Just swing on by and read the description.
Dude, I'd be okay with that. If people are just like, that's your LaCroix thing, I'd be like, that's okay.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah, like I said, enjoy the descriptions at the minimum. Come by. We have fun. We have fun in the descriptions.
We started the R&R this season and the Triple T. That was something that we hadn't really planned to do originally, but we wanted to do something for Patreon, and I think we might honestly just change the tiers on Patreon and just be like less options, because we have a lot of options on there, and we're gonna have to probably reevaluate that for the year and what we're doing there. But I for sure have not put in as much work on those Triple Ts, and I'm still kind of finding my voice there. But you really evolved from the first one, I would say.
Oh yeah, obviously it was there's that first time going in for just kind of being in a room by yourself with the mic, and you're just kind of talking, and it just feels weird and such, and you're just like, what? Okay, is this gonna be all right? Is it gonna be good? You don't know until after it's all complete, and you kind of always kind of feel bad about it. But over time, as we kept doing it, I kept getting to it. I found the more obviously like passionate, or the more upset I was about whatever topic I'm talking about, I just got longer and longer, and became much more enjoyable. So it's just a thing that was over time. I definitely wasn't about it in the beginning, but I've had a lot of fun with it. But I understand why your Triple T's can feel that way, especially because you don't have as much time to put into it.
Yeah, everything's not set up at my home, but it's something that we're going to be working on in between the seasons. I'm going to be here producing more short-term content, so check out our Instagram, our TikTok. I will be filming some more Triple T's. We're still going to be putting out Triple T's and R&Rs. It's not going to be like every single day there's going to be an episode for a while. We may put out some stuff. We may not put out some stuff. We're going to be working on the podcast. We have our season wrap up right now. Just kind of look forward to what we're doing. Season 3 may be like all themed episodes. It may be video content. We're figuring it out as we go, and we appreciate you joining us on this journey.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. Everyone's gonna have a great time, and if you're not, that's unfortunate. Get on board. Turn that frown upside down, and we're all just gonna see where we go going forward. I know where I'm gonna go. To the top, obviously.
Speaking of that, I feel like it's kind of appropriate that we're doing the wrap up as you come back from vacation.
Yeah, it's hey, it's like we're gonna go on vacation. We're gonna come back. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do the wrap up now. It's like, it kind of feels like I should have did this before I went on vacation, and then the vacation would have made more sense.
It definitely would have, but that's part of the journey. Is you're gonna make missteps, and we're not the most professional, but hey, one of our goals is to just have fun.
Yeah, and another one of my goals was to get my R&R out as quickly as possible as soon as I got back from vacation. And I sat down. I literally walked in the door, went upstairs, turned everything on, and did a quick 3-4 minute R&R. Dead tired because I had been awake the entire second half of the drive. That's the perfect
time to do an R&R. You're like, I'm done with this. I just unfiltered.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't want to talk about really anything, but I just want to do this because if I don't, I probably won't.
Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the wrap up. We're not obviously going to go for a full continued episode after this. Make sure you do follow us on all our social media, subscribe to our Patreon. We really appreciate each and every viewer. Even if you just share it to your buddies, we would appreciate that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun season, and we can't wait to see you guys come back. Go ahead and get some friends, tell some family. Let them know season 3 is on the way, and we'll keep you informed. Check the Twitter to understand and when the dates of when we might be coming back in, or any special content might be coming on out. And we'll see you then. Later.